Okay, while trying to do this little tutorial, I learned that while recording the full screen QuickTime Premiere will stutter when it's playing back. So just sort of ignore that. Luckily, we're not doing a lot of video right now. This is about audio editing. I want to talk about the basics of an L cut and a J cut, a split edit, leading in the audio or the picture before, and the basics of dialogue editing. So this is a little scene from a film I shot a couple years ago called The Tower. This is a little homeless girl is trying to get some help from this woman in this house. First she goes to rob her, and then she tries to make up a story. But I'm just going to watch about 15 seconds of this, and then we'll talk about the editing.
Don't. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. Sweet girl. I'm lost. You're lost? I ran. I was in a bad home. I'm trying to get to Virginia. My grandmother's there, but she can't drive. Oh. Well. Okay. Just hoping for a meal or a few dollars so I can keep moving.
Okay, so there you go. Some basic dialogue, two people talking. Very basic conversation scene. Let me expand this for you. So an L cut or a split edit is when the actually going this way would be a J cut. It's when the audio leads the picture. So right here, I keep going to point and I realize I can't point. The audio leads the picture a little bit.
I'm sorry.
It's just a breath. Here's a better example down here. Here you can really see how the audio down here is before the picture.
I'm lost.
So it sort of leads into the edit. The audio leads into the edit. Then an L cut is the opposite. That would be when the audio comes after the picture edit. I don't have an immediate example right there. Here's an obvious example at the very, very beginning. We introduce a train, and we hear the train before we see it. So there you can totally see it. Here's the audio down here, ramping it up. Then here's the video. It starts right here. And what's important to remember when you're editing dialogue is to really hide the edits. We want to not put the audio edit with the picture edit. You want to make it invisible. You want to make it seem seamless. So that's why you can see the dialogue is always overlapping between the picture edit. So here's the picture edit up here, but I dial the audio down here, and then I dial it up over here. My ambient track down here fills in the gap.
Sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. Sweet girl. I'm lost.
There's a great example of the J cut right there.
Girl. I'm lost.
But you can see how much work I was doing here, constantly ramping up, potting up or potting down if you want to call it, the audio to hide the audio edit from the video edit, so the video edit is smooth.
Don't. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
Let me zoom in right here. So this is just, all this work was just for one edit.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
One edit, all that work. Here's the dialogue being potted down, ambient track down here. I ramp up the music down here a little bit, and then I pot her back up on this end.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
You never want to hear a pop or a little noise of that audio at the same time you see a picture edit. You want to hide that. You want to overlap, lead in or lead out, J cut or L cut that audio from the picture. And to do that is by locking the track right over here. You can lock and unlock the track so you don't screw up your picture. And then you can pull your audio one way or the other. Hope that makes sense.